Hello, and welcome to another video. First, let's address the elephant in the room. Today, I won't be on cam because it's just a bit too hot today to wear a wig. So I'll be having the Duchess replace me from Night Rain. So when I'm talking and there's nothing visual that you need to see, I need you to see, it'll be the Duchess. So with that out of the way, what are we going to be talking about today? As you saw from the title or the thumbnail, we'll be talking about Luke Stevens' very hot take on the Visa MasterCard Steam thing. If you don't know what that is, it's Visa and MasterCard forced Steam to take away some prawn games because they were deemed too spicy for them. And basically, they said if these games stay in Steam on Steam, you won't be able to use our services. And if that happens, we all use Visa and MasterCard, so that means Steam's will probably be in hot water. So they took them away. Luke Steven had a very controversial take, which we'll be reacting, but I just need a little bit of context. See, if now you'll be seeing this is not Luke Stevens, this is OhNoit'sAlex. He's reacting, but don't worry, we won't be seeing him reacting. The thing is the title. That's how I got the video. I know you can see it. It's like Steam was forced to remove this game for a good reason. Now, when I went to no, that's not it. This one is. There you go.
This at the end of the last stream.
When I went to Luke Stevens' page, I couldn't find it because he changed the title. Because we will be seeing two clips. Is this one and the second one because he got a little bit of flack from it. So yeah, we'll be seeing two. I kind of saw some of this already, so yeah, you saw that. But I didn't see the second one, so let's go.
Stream, but they did share it with me. So one of you guys, forgive me, I don't recall who, mentioned that PayPal was strong-arming online stores into removing certain games.
And it's not only Steam. They've done this with something called Civic AI, which is something AI generator. You know, all of these sites like Mid-Journey that they help you make. They let you make AI images. Same thing happened there. Because they let too much spicy pictures get through. Visa and MasterCard also, not Visa and MasterCard. They had I forget what payment they had, but again, another payment company said no, and Civic AI is kind of having some trouble there. So it's not just Visa, and it's not on Steam. It seems our payment companies are getting a big cojones right now, and I don't like it.
Off of like Steam and different stores, and I was like, how would they do that? Like, would they just not allow you to accept payments or whatever? But what somebody found was Steam has added a new rule disallowing games that violate the rules and standards set forth by payment processors and card networks or internet network providers. At the same time, many incest-themed games were removed from the store.
Now, before this, we continue. As you heard him say, these are incest-themed games. And I will say, as someone who does play prawn games, these be wild. I do not play these games. Like I said, whatever. If you play them, whatever. I am not judging. But I think it'll be hard pressed to say that these are really out there themes. And yeah, again, at the end of the day, they still consider a legal product. Visa and MasterCard or whoever, PayPal, whoever the fuck it is, should not be able to say strong arm Steam or any other platform to get censors, whatever that is. As long as it's a legal product, everybody should shut up.
So as you can see here, they added a new line: content that may violate the rules and standards set forth by Steam's payment processors, related card networks, banks, internet network providers, in particular certain kinds of adult-only content. Basically, if a company like Visa or PayPal or American Express or whatever, they're like, yeah, we don't want our cards to be able to be used to purchase like incest video games.
And you won't believe what he says later on. You'll see. You're here.
We just don't want to approve that. So Steam is taking steps to remove those types of games.
I'm gonna stop here again, just because here's the list. As you can see, though, the second one is called Sex Village. That's not incest team. Why is that gone? The fourth one is Slave of the Police Officer. That's not incest team. Why is that gone? And the last one is called Redemption of Lee Wei. Why is that gone? See, as we can see now, games that are not even that were the main problem, which is incest, are gone. This is what happens. Other games get in the crossfire. The people that strong arm Visa and Mastercard to tell Steam like get rid of these games, can go on to other games. What happens is they want Stellar Blade gone, just because Eve is very sexy. Like who gets to decide who gets to be the arbiter of all this, what's sexy and whatnot? And I don't like that. I don't want $1 billion companies to decide what I cannot buy legally.
Which, on the one hand, I guess my reaction to this is I'm surprised that this wasn't already a policy, but I'm also shocked that these games were real. Look.
Well, yeah, you definitely. Steam has some fucking wild games. Well, not even Steam. Any other platform like I forgot itch.io, something like that. I'm mispronouncing that. Some wild games out there, but again, as long as they're fucking legal, you may not like them, but you don't have to buy them.
Look at these games. Okay, these were on Steam. Okay, some of these like Sex Village sounds fun. Okay.
Well, at least he said that. Not the fun part. Like he I guess he knew that that it got caught. That game got caught in the crossfire.
Incest Tales, Sister and Mom.
Yeah, pretty wild.
Interactive. Dude, like I don't even want to read these.
I can't blame you.
Like what the hell? I'm shocked these were on the store to begin with. I'm shocked. And this is one of those things where like the people who are like, no, they should be allowed to keep these on the store. It's one of these moments. Really.
Goddamn fucking cars.
Why do you want these on the store? Why?
Hey man, look, this is fictional. If he wants to judge, I guess he wants to judge, but again, they're still considered legal. So you may not like them.
Why do you need these on the store? What's the deal? So anyway, yes, they are doing this. They are removing certain games. I hate to tell you, for me, there's no love lost with these games being removed. You know, like for me, I'm kind of glad they're being removed because.
Wow, and there you go. He is glad they're being removed. He is glad there's censorship. Again, you may not like it. You don't have to buy it. But as long as it's deemed legal, people should be allowed to buy them. I don't know what to tell you. And definitely, I don't want $1 billion company telling me, nope, that's not for you. Can't buy it.
This is some degenerate crap, dude. This is some messed up, get some help kind of stuff. I get it. There's maybe some people who could argue, oh no, it's about freedom of speech or freedom of whatever. You're not allowed to sell any and all products within a Walmart. You're not allowed to sell any and all products within, Amazon.com.
But that's different though. That's Walmart's decision to not sell whatever item, whatever. I'm pretty sure they won't be selling these games. They were enforced by a payment company. The only two payment companies was Visa and Mastercard. I think I'm getting it right. It's like a duology or some shit like that. That's the difference. Yeah, Walmart, because obviously it's basically like a friendly place or whatever the fuck. They don't want to sell these types of games, and that's fine. That's their decision. The problem comes when they are forced by somebody else.
Whatever. Like ultimately the store has a choice of what they feel comfortable selling.
I just said it wasn't the store's choice. It wasn't Steam choice. It was a group from fucking Australia that pressured Visa and Mastercard to make Steam take these games off. So that's the problem. I don't know how you don't see that.
And that's just how it is. And if they don't want to sell this stuff, fair enough, frankly, fair enough. So I don't even know what more to say than that, but my biggest takeaway is I'm shocked that those were ever available on the store. I guess that's the biggest surprise. It's just stunning. Anyway, so yeah, I wanted to.
Well, there was that. It's about to end. He says, yeah, he's the one to talk about it. But wait, let me
touch on that because it was mentioned at the end of the last stream, and then I kind of spaced it, and so.
Oh, don't worry, he has more to say because he got flack for that, and he says I got flack for my take on the Steam censorship controversy. And here we go.
I can't watch live right now, but I wanted to bring up that thing about credit card companies making Steam take down games. While yes, those games were weird, it could turn into other broader games they could push off.
Yeah,
Yes. Thank you. He gets it.
no, I had some people reach out with that because the clip that we cut from the stream for it.
Which you changed the team. You changed the title. Sneaky, sneaky. Don't think we caught it. That was you were said and for a good reason. Steam was forced to remove this game for a good reason. And in the video you said you're okay with it.
Was just kind of me looking at what games were banned, and I mean, transparently I didn't really think about the whole thing much. I just kind of was looking at the insane incest games that were banned off of it. But no, it's the same reason a lot of people have expressed. It's one of the more unique arguments I've heard actually against like stop killing games. Is one person came to me, they're like, I just don't want government regulation coming into my hobby. Like they're not regulating.
It's two different things. The reason for stopping games is when we buy a product, we should be able to at least somewhere access it, even after it's no longer the company deems it's no longer worthy to worth it to keep updating it. That's is totally different. One is censorship, and one is they're taking away our paid product. I don't know how he's complaining these two. These are two different things. Come on, Luke. It's not hard. This is. He's basically saying 2 plus 2 is equals 5. It's not. This is apple and oranges. It's not the same thing.
Regulating video games right now. I don't want them to be regulating it because that changes what games can be made. So I don't want government touching my hobby at all, whether it's stop killing games or whatever. The same person said that's the same reason I don't want them to ban like loot boxes, because then the government is telling people what games they can and can't make, and I don't want them to do that. I was like, okay. But there is, like in that case, there's something called the slippery slope fallacy, which is like not doing something because you're saying, well, it could eventually turn into this.
I mean, the group, I forget the group from Australia that forced Visa, MasterCard to pressure Steam to take out this game. They're saying that they want to go after Stellar Blade. Is Stellar Blade a prawn game? I don't think so. It has some very saucy attire, but it's not a prawn game. It's about killing demons or whatever the hell it is about. So that's a problem. Once you open the floodgates, they go for something else. I don't know how you cannot see this.
So like, I don't want to have this thing happen because eventually it could lead to them doing this, this, and this. That doesn't mean that doing X right now is bad. Like you can still do X right now, just because the hypothetical eventuality would also be bad. Like that doesn't mean that you can't do anything right now. But it's all beside the point. As for that specific thing, I totally understand where people are coming from, where they're like, hey, I don't like the idea that a payment processor can just say, don't buy these, like don't sell these kinds of games. Full stop.
Yes, and there you go. That's the problem. I'm glad you came around. Oh, great. Yes. Sorry for the noise in the background. Yes, that's the problem.
We don't like you selling a game that has a political statement we don't like. We don't like you selling a game that has, I don't know, a problematic message or whatever. And so,
Yes, that's exactly it. Once you let anybody decide what's right or wrong, they're gonna open the floodgates. Today it's a prawn game. Tomorrow it's Stellar Blade. After that it's Mortal Kombat. Oh, Mortal Kombat's too bad. Oh, because the group came from Australia, and in Australia they're buying fucking everything. So there you go. You can just the reason they go after prawn games, why? Because it's easy. Everybody knows it's harmful to kids. Kids shouldn't be playing these type of games, or whatever, or seeing prawn. So it's easy. It's a gateway. It's a gateway. It's a Trojan horse. Their real target is the other games too. Mortal Kombat, Stellar Blade. They mean the other sexy game. Neo Automata. Just because 2B, you can explode 2B into her fucking One Piece. That's how it starts. This is a Trojan horse. But remember, he said he was fine with it in the first clip. So let's see if he changes his mind at the end of this one.
you know, shut it down, get it off Steam. I can understand why people are saying that they're really uncomfortable with that precedent being set for credit card issuers, for PayPal or whoever, setting the standard and being like, no, we don't like that, stop. Because it's kind of happened. What was it, 5-6 years ago? There was like a wave of that stuff. I think it started with like Alex Jones.
Wait. So you know this has happened before. And I think he's about to give an example with Alex Jones when I think that he got, when Alex Jones basically got canceled, and then, and yet you still you still had that, like you still were fine with it. Like, I don't get this. Like, there's been endless example of you give them an inch, they'll take a mile, and yet you were fine with it. Curious, very curious, curiouser and curiouser.
Where they started banning him and then all of the people kind of in his orbit after the Sandy Hook stuff kind of came to fruition, and the lawsuits and everything there got tied up. So they kicked him off of YouTube. They kicked him off of all these platforms.
The guy was gone. From what I heard, his platform is still, like, his site is still good, doing good, but he is gone. He's not on YouTube. I think he's on Rumble. Maybe on BitChute. I don't know. I don't follow Alex Jones, but still, yeah. There you go. You have it. You knew this, and you still were okay with it. Fucking. Again, for me, it's not even the type of games. I don't play those type of games. Even for me, like I said, those are way too crazy. But the whole problem is I don't like anybody being the arbiter of truth, because it's not even their truth. It's only gonna be their truth. That's what it's gonna be. Whatever they hate, it's gone.
Anybody around him started kicking him off, and it was because like that precedent had been set, and so they started booting people off for those reasons. And now they're turning the frogs gay. Yeah, dude, they got rid of the parody songs. Like, a lot of those parody songs that used to exist of like Alex Jones singing country folk songs about turning frogs gay and stuff, they even stripped those off YouTube. It was crazy. Like, they went scorched earth. They went scorched frog on it. Yeah, they went crazy. So yeah, to respond to that Cured Madness, in that moment when we first talked about it, I wasn't really like, just not saying this is good. I'm saying I should have thought about it more before talking about it. Shocker. You know, sometimes you should think about things more before you talk about them.
Yes, that's a good advice right there. It seems like he's turning around. Like, again, this is not about beating Luke or thinking better than Luke. It's just weird that he had examples. Like, he gave the Alex Jones example, and he still thought that it was okay for Mastercard to force Steam to do what they did. Because I think the topic of the games just kind of overshadowed the actual problem of what we had here. But it seems like he's turning around. Let's see if we got like, what, 2 minutes left. Let's see.
Yeah, I wasn't really thinking about it. I was just kind of looking at the list of games that were dropping, and I was shocked that those games were ever available from Steam's current TOS. Honestly, I didn't think that they allowed for like incest games to be sold, but they do, or did, I guess, apparently. But I understand what people are saying when they say that it's a slippery slope to like start letting credit card issuers dictate what can and can't be sold, because it doesn't take that far of a leap for you to get to the point of them like not allowing you to sell games that, you know, have a politically problematic messaging or
it could be anything they want, whatever they feel. They wake up, they don't like politics, or if the game has politics, it's I want it off. If it's Mortal Kombat, game's too violent, I want it gone. And this has also been the problem. I just remember in the manga industry, Visa has told manga artists like they need to censor themselves, or we won't be able allow your product to be bought with our processors. And there you go. That's another. It's not just games. They're coming. They want to censor everything. They want to censor anime, whatever they deem is unhealthy. Hell, in Texas, I'm pretty sure prawn is pretty much outlaw somehow. I know Pornhub, the hub, it doesn't even operate on Texas. So if you're from Texas, you want to see the hub, you need a VPN. So I'm telling you, they're coming for everything. This is just a Trojan horse. Don't believe me. Let's see what happens.
or like, hey, in this game you mentioned some anti-vax talking point from one of the bad guys, therefore the game's banned. Like, I totally understand what people are discussing there. So I think it's definitely worth having a discussion over and debating. Realistically, I think part of the tricky bit is that because it's specifically targeting it in this form, it's targeting those like incestuous games. It's really hard to like talk about it without sounding like a total creep. You know?
Again, like I said, this is an easy target. The Trojan horse. Most people, I mean, any sane adult or individual will agree that these first the teams is fucking out there, very out there, and like they can see that that's very problematic. But like again, at the end of the day, it's a legal product, and as long as it's a legal product, I should be able to buy it. I don't buy it, but you know, if you want to buy it, go ahead.
Like, I think they should be allowed to sell those games. Everybody's gonna look at you like, what? Really? And that's, I'm sure, by design and intentional, because you know, there's no way to talk about it without sounding like a total creep. But I think if you're capable of having a more nuanced conversation, I think I think that hopefully can happen. You can have a more nuanced conversation without just name calling, but it can certainly turn into that.
Well, it seems like it did turn around. Well, I'm surprised, man. I may have to change my title of this video, but yeah, that was me reacting to Luke Stevens about the Visa card Steam controversy. Again, I'll probably do more for this format. Let me know if you like it, if you prefer my own cam. But right now I'm a bit tired, but I'm gonna go to sleep. As always, see you guys later.